25. Clear. Jackrabbit. High. Set. Go. Let's go. Good catch. 42 Spider.
There's just something about getting away from your own goalpost. 1st and 10 now from the 20. Leaves it with the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Ready up. Cricket.
They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Snagged out of the air. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Breaks into the open. Quick with the spin move. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Touchdown, Bearcats! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Going for it all. Finds a spot in the middle. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, and they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Oh, he's got some space. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. On target. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Fighting off the defender. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. The Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
and you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch.
Turning it on! Plows through the defense. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Takes it on the shovel. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Shakes off the defender.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially...
Touchdown, Cincinnati! He leaves it with his back. Oh, he's got a chance. Flying down the left side. The 20. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bearcats. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
There he goes. Inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. They'll run it.
And the number one thing I'm thinking when I'm backed up like this is don't get a negative play. Create some space. Nice job by the offense. Nice run.
And as soon as you squirt through that hole, you can make a big play, and that's what they did here. He has the first and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Now on first down from the 30.
Spider!
Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The play action fake. Right down the middle. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It'll be third and long. Here's the pressure.
Ready, set. Lasso.
The give to the tailback.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You've got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
The Bearcats have their offense in high gear. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Dumps it to the back. Finds him out of the backfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Yeah.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds, we're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. Decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll try to run for it. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go.
Set. Ready. Ready, go. Clear. Clear. Jackrabbit. Ready, ready. Spot. Ready, ready. Let's go! Ready!
Here's the handoff. Still on his feet at the 40. Breaks into the open. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cincinnati! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And they hit the home run on the first play of the game. They didn't overthink it, just handed it off to their star back, and he does the rest.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Handoff from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. The Bearcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He wants to go deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals.
Gets away from one, finds some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And third down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on third down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll try the run. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats! No midseason push out the lead in Week 6.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Little.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 45. They'll get... But not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Okay.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Green 23.
They'll give it to him again. Lowers those pads. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed toward...
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Fights off a defender. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Jackrabbit.
Looking to fire. Unleashes one. Soft spot in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They've been running it, but now the pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. trying to pick up a first down.
Pound 55.
The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to the ground game on the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field.
Cricket.
Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 40. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bearcats! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, it's this offense has it with really good field position.
Spire.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Turning it on. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns.
Okay.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Lasso.
The give to the left. Oh, better look out. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And the Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They want to run it left here. He breaks a tackle. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. And this is a...
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14, and they want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put the wrap on things.
25. Here we go. Easy. Jackrabbit. Get set, get set. High. 42 Spider. Set, hut, go. Pound 55. Reset. 29 Philly. Cricket. Ready. Come on, set. On. Down. Ready. Here we go.
They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
On the ready.
And here comes the offense on second down.
Here we go.
They'll leave it with him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. They think there's room to run to the right here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Coming up, 4th down.
Got it.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25.
Spider.
The give to the tailback. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this, Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's a first down. And the Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he...
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be running team in this game to win.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go?
Here we go.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's a really good...
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking for his man. Finds space on the right. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive.
He's loose. At the 20. Touchdown, Bearcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41. And a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the ground with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go right back to him. Past the 40. Open space at the 25. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Bearcats! Once he got a step in, was all over right to the house. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep...
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Rush is on him. Using his legs to buy some time. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. First down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Little. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Bearcats will have it first and 10. They're going back to the ground. Breaks into the open. Got some room in. Going airborne. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for...
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49.
Pound 55 weak.
Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Little. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run down in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Cincinnati.
Got it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
29 Philly.
Power football with the run. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Bearcats are on the move.
Clear. Clear.
They'll try the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the running back. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bearcats! Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field.
Cricket.
Leaves it with the running back. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Let's go.
Off play action. Oh, they're after him. He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
On the double.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Got enough for the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. On first down from the 13-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Bust through behind his pad. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. A little release to the back. Touchdown, Bearcats! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read.
Easy.
The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Ready? Lasso.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Makes it past the marker. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses. It helps.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great job of contained by this defense. To do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
Okay, ready?
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Come on, set.
The give to the back. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today, but opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
And the Bearcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Finds a little space. Turning it on! And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack,
Here we go. Slab. Ready. Cobra. Easy. High. Set. Flare. Flare. Green 25. Set. Ready. Jackrabbit. Ready. 42 spot. Let's go. High. Ready. Pound 55 feet. 29 Phillips.
There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there.
On the double. Cricket.
Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He got a step and just dusted the field.
The dream start for this offense. You get the ball in the 25, and you go 75 yards, play one. Everybody excited, everybody confident.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get
On the ready.
They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. He's now up to 95 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Fires to the right. It's caught. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Breaks the tackle. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down.
Breaks into the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. He smashes his way through again. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Powers through the defender. Got enough for the first. Off to the races to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle at Simmons. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it first and 10. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And that's
this late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Right back to the well. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Hands it off. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Man, when you go into the half and you're
We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback in that area of the field.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Bearcats getting set on first and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that
linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Worked his way out across the 35, got it up to the 37-yard. The Bearcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Oh, he's got some space. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And with that takeaway, the defense has just left the door open just enough maybe for their team to...
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The give to the tailback. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Single back formation, and they give it to it.
I just love when running backs make those decisions. And when they get close to the sideline, some will take that advantage and step out of bounds not to get hit. But I love when they do like this and stick your foot in the ground, get downhill, get some positive yards because it helps your offense on the next down.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Bearcats inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. He's got enough space. Touchdown Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.